Well, I had a different video planned for tonight, but Morgan Rielly's suspension has been given out, and it is 5 games. So we're going to be talking about it here. If you're a Leaf fan, make sure to stick around. If you're not a Leaf fan, I'm sure you're already typing a hate comment to me. But we're going to look at this from all angles. So if you're new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. But like I did say, Morgan Rielly has been suspended 5 games by NHL Player Safety for his cross-check on Rielly Greig. Now, the NHLPA has 48 hours to appeal the decision on Rielly's behalf to NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, and I'd expect them to appeal. Now, I don't care about them appealing. I don't care about the amount of games. The only reason why I would care about the amount of games, and we'll get to that, is inconsistency. Now, we're going to get to the media. So if you want to understand why I'm really pissed off about the media, we'll be talking about that in a little bit. So let's talk about the incident in itself. So Morgan Rielly went up to Rielly Greig after he took a slap shot at the end of the game into an empty net. Now, people are like, oh, like it's just a slap shot. Who cares? Whatever. It's so funny. Whatever. If you've never actually played ice hockey, or if you've never played professional sports, or if you've never played sports in itself, I haven't played pro, but if you've ever played any sort of high level or decently high level, you know that there's certain things that are called unwritten rules, right? Now, the reason I do this is because a lot of people don't believe in that, but taking a slap shot in an empty net is the biggest FU that you can do to a team when, the game's basically over. It's the same reason why in the NBA, why when the clock is running down and there's 1 second left, you don't see, Scotty Barnes run up and do a two-handed slam when, they're already winning, like they've already won by 15 to 20 points. Like you don't see, as the players are shaking hands in soccer, somebody go and run up with the ball and strike a goal as the match is ending. Like, there's just unwritten rules in sports that you have to follow. And if you don't, incidents like this happen. Now, do I want to see anybody get cross-checked in the head? No, of course not. That's so stupid. I don't want to see anybody get cross-checked in the head. Do I wish Rielly would have challenged them to a fight? And then maybe if the guy doesn't respond to the fight, hit him as hard as you can into the boards, and then whatever happens, happens. Sure. I mean, that would have been nice. Maybe even drop his gloves and start throwing. I mean, if that's what had to happen, then that's what happens. But I will say, and of course, I already know what the comments are going to be, but if you watch the play, you need to understand that Rielly has his stick up, and it's at like shoulder length, right? High shoulder, but shoulder length, right? There is a chance that could have not just clipped his shoulder, but also his neck, which is dangerous. But you can tell once Greig lifts his arm up, that creates more elevation for Rielly's stick to go and hit him in the head. Again, not saying that that's a good thing or that I'm making excuses, but you can tell. And with Rielly's history, he hasn't been suspended. I do not believe that Rielly was jumping for his head and going for his neck and is cross-checking his head. Like, players of the game currently now, like Braden Shen and previous players in the league, have been saying that this was warranted and that he should have done it. I don't think that he should have targeted the head, but it's ridiculous for people to think that Rielly was just aiming for his head. The way that the NHL Player Safety made the argument in their video is pretty ridiculous, and how they're talking about how Rielly made the hit. Again, stick around, please, for the end for the media rant. But again, Ottawa fans, if you're watching this, 5 games, okay, sure. But the NHL has to go by this from now on because they haven't been doing that. And there's been so much inconsistency. It's ridiculous, not just for the Leafs, but for every team in the NHL. So if they believe that this was a nasty cross-check where he skated across the ice, lifted his stick up to hit him in the head, and proceeded to just drill him, then the NHL has to look at every situation and put it like this. Like, they have to suspend people for this amount of games. But again, I don't believe that there was full intent to cross-check him in the head. Now, the first scenario I'm going to show you guys. And I can't play the video because I don't want Sportsnet to take my video down or strike me. With the NHL Player Safety, and I ask you guys, please go watch the video that the NHL Player Safety just showed. They said that Rielly lifted his stick and engaged with Greg without, or he engaged with him very early on and skated across to make contact with Rielly, Greg's head or whatever, to make contact with him. In this play where Wayne Simmonds is eating a stick right now, getting cross-checked in the face by Joel Edmondson, if you watch that whole clip, Edmondson comes from way at the other side with his stick up and drills him across the face. That got a $5,000 fine. Like, I don't even think he got suspended for this. I believe it was literally just a $5,000 fine. Right? So he can't, if the explanation that the NHL is giving is that players that engage right away and show that they're going to be throwing a cross-check to the face are going to get more punishment, then how the hell did Wayne Simmonds eat a stick there when the guy skated all the way across to feed him that stick? Let's also look at, that was either 2 games or a $5,000 fine. I can't remember, but either way, there's no way that was less than what Rielly just did there. How was that not 5 games? Let's look at a different team. Let's look at Jacob Trouba, Jose Bautista swinging his bat at the side of Trent Frederick of the Boston Bruins. That got a $5,000 fine. Again, the inconsistency of the NHL. Let's also talk about this incident if you guys think I'm not just going to talk about my Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews jumped like Michael Jordan and cross-checked Rasmus Dahlin in the side of the face. He jumped and cross-checked him and got 2 games. How did that not get 5 games? There's so many inconsistencies in the NHL in the way that they dish out suspensions. This Morgan Rielly play with no previous history should have been 3 games, in my opinion. But because the NHL has told us that these hits are completely fine, that you can do these things without getting any sort of punishment. But they pick and choose. Peros, that guy has 0 brain cells left. He picks and chooses what he wants to do. He's terrible. And I'm going to say this. 5 games for Morgan Rielly. He deserved to be suspended. I think it was too long. But what I will say is the NHL should be consistent with this now. If you're going to suspend people, then suspend them for 5 games for things like that. Because it's looking more and more like the NHL just picks and chooses out of a hat what they're going to do for a suspension. Because the way that they were explaining that in that video shows that they don't really know what they're doing. They're just picking and choosing what they say in these videos. It's a guy in a dark room going, and in this play, Morgan Rielly got suspended for cross-checking him across the head. I'm really sorry. This is why. And he hit him, and that's why he should be suspended. As you can see in this next clip, he skates across. Like, it's so dumb. Like, the way that they're explaining these things. Like, actually tell us the real facts. None of this picking around the BS. Show me examples of this compared to other cross-checks and tell me why this one is worse than other ones. Because they're not doing that. Morgan Rielly skated across the... Like, it's such BS. Show me examples. It's so dumb. Again, he deserves to be suspended, but please be consistent. Now, the media. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started with this. This is complete and utter garbage BS from the media. Every single one of these stupid news outlets treated this like it was bigger than the Super Bowl. Like bigger than Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce kissing on the sidelines. I've never in my life seen a suspension and a case garner more interest than so many other things. Like, it is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, these news outlets care so much about a Morgan Rielly suspension. All these other suspensions, nobody ever talks about it. If this was Arizona versus Columbus, there wouldn't have even been an article on it. Nobody would have even known it happened. Rielly would have got a quick 2-game suspension and nobody would have heard about it. But every single reporter out there was treating this like it was the O.J. Simpson case. Like, this is ridiculous. They were tweeting out, oh, we've just got word that they're talking now. Oh, we just got word that the case is closed. Oh, we just got word that Morgan Rielly is on his way. Like, what the utter F are you guys talking about? Do you not have anything better to do? The next time somebody does this, there better be 300 articles and 500 tweets about this. Because every other second there is a reporter talking about this. Oh, the implications for the Maple Leafs. What's this going to do to the team? Shut the hell up. Just do your job and treat every team the same way. But you want to know why they talk about it? Get that money, John Shannon. Get that money. Get that money. Whatever. All these stupid reporters, all of these people out here tweeting about it 24/7, Sportsnet, TSN, all of them. Go talk about something else. We knew he was going to get suspended. Why are you tweeting 30 times about it? Tweet that, oh, there's going to be a hearing. Then tweet again, oh, well, the hearing's over. He got 5 games. End of story. But it's like selling a BlackBerry phone in an Apple store. Why would anybody care about this BlackBerry phone? Everybody likes the big shiny toy, and that's the Maple Leafs. So they're going to talk about it and make a ton of money off of it. So I don't know what to say. Rielly deserved to get suspended, but the NHL needs to be consistent. And before you guys tell me that I'm just a Maple Leafs lover and that I don't care, I just showed you an example where Auston Matthews should have got more than 2 games. If that got 2 games, why is Morgan Rielly getting 5? That makes no sense. You don't go and shoot a slap shot into an empty net. If you've never played hockey before, you just don't understand. If you've never been with a team aspect, I hate using the I played hockey argument before, but man, my teammates would have done worse than what Morgan Rielly just did. Like way worse. Whoever did this would have got fed by 3 guys. So they're lucky that that's all that happened. Do I want to see it? No. But like really, like come on. Don't do that stupid ish in the net. Just friggin' put the puck in the net and be done with it. A slap shot? Give me a break, buddy. Like nobody even, like, 28th place? Like, come on. Now my bias is showing. Now I'm acting like a Sens hater. Was it funny for Sens fans? I'm sure. But it's just stupid. Come on. Like, really, let's be serious here. That's so stupid, right? Rielly, dumb as hell for doing that. But I think that the Leafs showed some emotion for once. So let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.